What's up, guys? So today I'm going to show you 5 hacks you can make for SEO in 5 minutes or less, and they're going to save you time, they're going to save you money, they're going to save you resources, and they're going to help you grow your website and boost your rankings with SEO. So with that, I'm just going to jump straight in, and the first tool that I want to show you is ahrefs.com, and that's their audit section. Okay, so if we sign in, then I'm going to show you how this tool works. So what you can do is go to new project over here, add in your URL, add in your project name, click continue. And once you've set up the site audit, it's going to look something like this, right? And from here, you can see how your website's improved. So what's its overall health score? Do you need to improve anything there? How is its domain rating changed over time? Its referring domains, backlinks, everything pretty much that you want to know regarding SEO for your site. So you can also track keywords too. So you can look at your keywords and say, right, what's improving, what's going on, what's going down, how is my website performing overall, and over the long term, is my website gradually improving? Okay, and that's really important to track. So this is a very powerful tool. Literally, you slap in your website, takes about 2 minutes, but it's 100% worth it, because gathering all those reports, gathering all that data, it takes a long time. And with Ahrefs, you can pretty much gather that data automatically, so that you have a nice dashboard to look at and pretty much gather all the data you need. Now, whilst we're on Ahrefs, this has tons of useful tools and features, but the most important one, I think, really, if you're setting up your website, is the Keywords Explorer, because if you don't have the right keywords, you're not going to rank for anything. So you have to really nail down the keywords that you want to find. Now, I'm going to show you how to use this Keyword Explorer in 5 minutes or less to make sure that you can find low competition, high volume keywords that you can actually rank your website for. And if you do that, you're going to see much better results with SEO. So let's say, for example, you are in the CBD niche, right? So you type in your keyword there, and then you're going to click search. And that's going to pump out loads of keyword ideas. Now, obviously, it's a super hard keyword, right? So you're never going to rank for CBD unless you have a very powerful backlink strategy. But what you can do is go to phrase match over here. And then this KD means keyword difficulty. So if we put a max of 10 there, now keyword difficulty, it goes from 0 to 100, 100 being the hardest, 0 being the lowest. And if we type in 10, that means we can find and filter low competition keywords that we can actually start ranking for, right? So if we type in that, and then if we change the volume to 100 max, okay? Now, even though that's only 100 searches per month, actually Ahrefs search volume tool actually grossly underestimates the overall volume of the keyword. So even though it says 100 here, to be honest, it's probably getting like 500 to 1,000 searches per month. It's just Ahrefs underestimates the amount of volume someone is searching for this keyword. Okay, so what you need to do next is click on more filters, then click on clicks per search, right? And what you want to do is find keywords that actually get a decent amount of clicks, because some results on Google, nobody clicks on the top results. They're not interested in the actual results. Maybe they're just looking for pictures or looking for videos or something like that. Whatever the case is, you can find keywords that actually get a decent amount of clicks. So if we click on apply here, and once the results load, this will basically filter down low competition keywords that have a decent amount of volume per month and actually get a decent amount of clicks from Google too. So that only took a couple of minutes to do, but already you found a ton of keywords. Now, if you repeat that process for other variations of your main keyword, so for example with CBD, you could do cannabidiol or cannabis or whatever sort of keywords you're going after, then you're going to find tons of keywords that you can rank for. And it's just such a quick and easy process that will save you months of frustration in the long run. Now, if you know anything about SEO, if you've watched any of my other videos, you know that backlinks are essential for ranking on Google. If you don't have links to your website, then chances are you're never going to rank. And it doesn't matter how much content you produce, if you don't get the backlinks to your site to grow your authority, then you're probably not going to rank first on Google anytime soon, because most of your competition are getting backlinks, and if you're not getting them, then you can't compete with them, right? So what's the easiest way to get backlinks? Well, you can sign up for an account on Harrow, and this is helperreporter.com, and you can click sign up there. It takes about 2 minutes. And once you do that, you're basically going to get free press coverage opportunities and backlink opportunities emailed to you every single day. So here's an example of an email from Harrow once you signed up. It looks like this. And you can scroll down the list. These are all PR opportunities, by the way. You can click on one, and basically journalists will advertise press release opportunities for you to reply to. And if you reply to their query, for example, discussing the bill, its upcoming vote, that sort of stuff, then potentially you could get featured and get a backlink to your site. Now, if you want to know how quick and easy this is to do, here's an example of a Harrow pitch I sent previously. So you can see here, literally it's an extremely short email, right? So that's actually my response to her, to Tracy, and you can see I just introduced myself, I explained what I do, and I responded to her query on Harrow. So it took me about 2 minutes to write this. In fact, my virtual assistant actually wrote this. And once I submitted it, this was sent on June the 25th, I received a backlink on their website. So as you can see, this is a DR62 website, which means that the website basically has a lot of authority. It's going to provide plenty of link juice to my website. And you can see I'm featured here. There's my face. There's my submission on Harrow, which took me about 2 minutes to write. And if we check the backlink, it actually goes straight to my sales page on my website for my link building agency. So not only do I get press coverage, not only do I get backlinks, but the backlinks actually go straight to my sales page on my website. So this is just such a powerful way of getting backlinks that really doesn't take any time at all. So if you're interested in getting more links to your site, then definitely check this out because it will save you so much time. And versus other forms of link building, this is probably the fastest way you can possibly do it. Next up, number 4, and this is so damn easy. What you can do is install plugins to minimize the images on your website, right? So you can go to plugins underneath your WordPress, log in here, click add new, and then search for short pixel adaptive images. Now there's loads of different plugins for adapting and optimizing your images so that they load faster, but I use short pixel, super easy. And if you want to check out the settings I actually use, you can see them here. Takes about 2 minutes to install, 2 minutes to set up the settings, and once you're done, you're up and running, and it pretty much automatically optimizes all the images on your site. Now, why is this important? Well, the thing is, when it comes to images on your site, essentially, they can really slow your site down, okay? Because these images are quite big, they take up a lot of room, they take a bit of time to load, and because of that, they can slow your site down. And if your site is slow, that means your on-page metrics are going to be slow because people hate using your site simply because it's so damn slow to navigate and to move around. And chances are that if your content takes a long time to load, for example, your images, then people are just going to click off the site, they're going to get bored, and they're going to go on to something else because it's so hard to get a customer's attention these days, right? So really, you should be setting up short pixel on your site. And the other thing is as well, that if your on-page metrics are slow because your images load slowly, then that means Google's going to see that. It's going to see that people are dropping off your site, and it's going to rank other websites that have faster websites instead. So that's why I recommend installing this plugin. Like I say, it takes about 1 minute to set up. It's got some great reviews. I recommend it personally. I think it costs like a few dollars a month, but it's 100% worth it if you want a faster site. And number 5 is Surferseo. Now, this is such a powerful tool because when you're trying to create content for your website, you've also got to create the outline for your writer to complete, okay? Because they need to know what topics to write about, what keywords to optimize for, any sort of FAQs you want to cover, that sort of thing, or the on-page optimization. So that can take a bit of time. It takes a bit of research, and it's either you or your team doing it, which means that it's going to cost you time, resources, and energy. Now, there is a really quick way to speed this up, and that's using SurfersEO. So if you create an account, they have a 7-day trial for $1 here. Then once you're in SurfersEO, you can create some blog outlines in about 2 minutes. So you simply type in your keyword here. So, moving on to our CBD example from before, you can type that in, create a query here, and that will create a blog outline for this specific keyword. Now, what this does, this tool, is it looks at all the competitors already ranking for this particular keyword, and then it breaks down the specific type of content and the topics to produce for that particular blog. So it basically does all the hard work and all the research for you when you're producing a blog about this particular keyword. So you can see, right? It looks at your competitors, who's already ranking on Google, what are they doing, and it reverse engineers their success. So you can see, right, it tells you how many headings to include, how many paragraphs, how many bold words, images, etc. And also what sort of keywords to include on the page. So, you could research this information manually, but that would take a lot of time, whereas SurfersEO pretty much does it instantly. And then it also tells you what topics and questions to answer in this particular blog. So if I'm writing about types of blackbirds, for example, then it tells me, right, you should cover these 4 topics, because that's what your competitors are doing, and they're already ranking on the first page of Google for that keyword. And then what you can do is you can copy this link and send it to your writers. So you can copy the shareable link like this, and then you've got a pastable link you can give to your writers, and they can fill in all the content in here. So you've got your headline here, you've got your content. It also grades your content, so it tracks how many words you've written, headings, paragraphs, etc. And basically in real time, you and your writer can track how the content is doing. And then once it's done, you can upload it quickly to your site. So it's so damn easy. You can create blog outlines in a matter of a couple of minutes. And instead of doing all the research manually yourself, you can just pop it in here. Now, if you're interested, I actually create a case study on how I ranked #1 using just Surfer SEO and sending these sort of outlines to my writers. So it really does work, folks, and I would highly recommend it. So thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please smash a like on it. And, as I mentioned before, you do need backlinks to rank your website when it comes to SEO. You can optimize every single other element of SEO, but if you don't get backlinks, then chances are you're not going to rank. Now, if you want to get more backlinks to your site, I do run a link building agency, and feel free to get in touch if you're interested in learning more about that. So you can go on juliangoldie.com. I've actually added the link in the video description. And if you click on grow my website here, just fill in your details and we can have a conversation about building links for your site. So thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please smash a like on it. And if you haven't already, please subscribe, because my link building videos will help you boost your rankings, drive more traffic, and grow your site with SEO.